What's up guys, Oats here. Today's video is a lot different from the videos I usually make, but it's a video I personally have been wanting to make for a few months now. But before we get into all of that, I'd like to take us back to the start. Now, when I first started, I was never interested in VR content or VR videos for that matter. To be honest, the only games I ever really played was Minecraft.
I wonder how, I wonder why.
But then one day, my best friend Shay and co-creator of this channel got a VR headset, and he would not stop talking about all the fun he was having. I was a little jealous. Now, I actually do remember at some point he asked me, hey, you should get a VR headset, or you should get Rec Room on your phone. It's really fun. But I never did. Now, for those of you who don't know, me and Shay have actually known each other for 10 years, but we've actually never met each other. I know, it's really weird. We actually planned to meet up in the summer of 2020, but then, you know what happened. And then in 2021, I think one day I was just scrolling on YouTube when I saw a video recommended about VR. And within that same day, I had probably watched 10 videos about VR headsets and VR games. And I had already ordered myself a Quest 2. So then the day arrived. I got my Quest 2 outside of the big box. They come in really big boxes, don't they? And then the first game we played was VR Chat. Don't get me wrong, VR Chat's a really good game, and I know it's a lot more popular than Rec Room, but me and Shay really wanted a game that had more gaming elements to it, and with VR Chat, it does have some of that, but it's mainly just sitting around and talking. And then came Rec Room, and we fell in love with it immediately. I remember we would spend hours, and I mean hours, just non-stop playing it. We loved Golden Trophy, we loved completing the weeklies. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get into that in a bit. I can't stress enough how much fun we had within the first year of us just playing Rec Room. Now when I look back at our old videos, I cringe a little bit. The editing was awful, we were so annoying. I mean, we're still annoying. But the thing I noticed the most is we were having so much fun in those videos. If I'm going to go back and watch some videos of ours, I find myself going back to watch those old videos. We got to meet people like the Covert Crusader, Mr. Faceless VR. Oh hey, it's Sunny, Rainy Day Dan, V-Team. See, these are some of the nicest people I've ever met in Rec Room. I know, Rec Room's community has its share of toxic players, as do most games. But with every 10 toxic players, you get to meet someone like Rainy Day Dan, and who is genuinely one of the most nicest and positive people I've ever met. Now, time to get into what this video is about. Lately, Rec Room has not been what it used to be. I know lots of people have been saying that for years, and personally, I've just started to feel it now. There's lots of things that goes into this, but there are a few that stand out for me personally. Number one, the cost of everything. Now, believe me, I understand. Rec Room is a free game, it has to make its money somehow. But charging around 55,000 tokens for an outfit is insane. I know, Rec Room has said they're trying to find a nice balance between cheaper stuff and more expensive stuff. You can only get those if you pay, meaning players who don't pay or are not creators cannot get those items unless they saved up for an ungodly amount of time. And personally, I think that's just really unfair. And yes, I understand, it's not compulsory to buy these items. I have Rec Room Plus. For that outfit, I would have had to save up, I swear, 9 or 10 months. And that's with me actually paying. Now, my second main issue is the sheer amount of cash grabs on this game. For me personally, it's really disheartening to see these amazing creators that can make beautiful games get completely overlooked by Skibidi Toilet Ragdoll Simulator number 3. While I understand Rec Room isn't solely to blame, you'd think that they would have been able to fix this by now, especially when it's made people not want to make rooms anymore. Why bother spending hours on an amazing room when you could spend 10 minutes importing a bunch of inventions into a room and get loads of money from it? There are also persistent bugs in Rec Room that either they don't fix, or when they do, a bunch of other bugs follow along to then replace that bug. For me personally, I've had a bug recently that whenever I try to load into a paintball lobby, I can't move, so I have to reboot my game. Sometimes this can take up to 4 to 5 times, and most times 9 out of 10, I just don't end up playing Rec Room that day. I think for me personally, the last straw, as was for most people, was them getting rid of the weekly challenge. So if you guys didn't hear, Rec Room got rid of the monthly I mean weekly challenge. Rec Room announced that they'd be pushing back weeklies to make them just appear once a month so that they can work on better and cooler skins for the community. And so we were happy with that. They explained it to us. I'm pretty sure everyone was cool with it, only for them to recently announce that they're getting rid of weeklies completely. You know what though? That's not too bad. I mean, at least they can make the last weekly just something incredible. Oh, I mean, it's not that bad. It's a pair of boots that for full body avatar that most people aren't using anymore. Now, of course, we don't know what's happening behind the scenes. For me personally, I love the weeklies. They did say that it was because most people weren't completing them. You've probably just lost quite a few players because of that. And so to just say that you're getting rid of them because not enough people get them, it's like a huge slap in the face to the people who did love them. People have been complaining about Rec Room for a while now, and I used to just ignore it because I always thought, hey, it'll get better. But recently, it's just kept on going downhill. Like it's a dumpster fire right now. Rec Room started as a way for me to be able to connect to my best friend, but it grew into something that I genuinely care about. Life can be hectic sometimes, and for me personally, Rec Room was a place I could come to escape from reality for a bit.